2, The Teacher and the State. Section 1, the schools are the nurseries of the citizens of the state. Each teacher is a trustee of the cultural and educational heritage of the nation and is under obligation to transmit to learners such heritage as well as to elevate national morality, promote national pride, cultivate love of country, instill allegiance to the Constitution and respect for all duly constituted authorities, and promote obedience to the laws of the state. Yes, laws of state. Next, section 2. Every teacher or school official shall actively help carry out the declared policies of the state and shall take an oath to this effect. Section 3. In the interest of the state and of the Filipino people as much as of his own, every teacher shall be physically, mentally, and morally fit. Section 4. Every teacher shall possess and actualize a full commitment and devotion to duty. Section 5. A teacher shall not engage in the promotion of any political, religious, or other partisan interests and shall not directly or indirectly solicit, require, collect, or receive any money, services, and other valuable materials from any person or entity for such purposes. So, Section 6. Every teacher shall vote and shall exercise all other constitutional rights and responsibilities. Next is Section 7. A teacher shall not use his position or official authority or influence to make any other person to follow any political course of action. Section 8. Every teacher shall enjoy academic freedom and shall have the privilege of sharing the product of his researches and investigations, provided that if the results are inimical to the declared policies of the state, they shall be drawn to the proper authorities for the appropriate remedial action. Next is the Article 3, the teacher and the community. Section 1, a teacher is a facilitator of learning and of the development of the youth. He shall therefore render the best service by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. Section 2, every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movement for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. Next is the Section 3. Every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognition, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times and refrain from such activities as gambling, smoking, drinking, and other excesses, much less illicit relations. Section 4. Every teacher shall live for and with the community and shall therefore study and understand local customs and traditions in order to have a sympathetic attitude. Therefore, refrain from disparaging the community. Section 5. Every teacher shall help the school keep the people in the community informed about the school's work and the accomplishment as well as its needs and problems. Next is the section 6. Every teacher is is an intellectual leader in the community, especially in the barangay, and shall welcome the opportunity to provide such leadership when needed, to extend counseling services as appropriate, and to actively be involved in the matters affecting the welfare of the people. Section 7. Every teacher shall maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relations with other professionals, with government officials, and with the people individually or collectively. Section 8. A teacher possesses freedom to attend church and worship as appropriate, but shall not use his position and influence to proselyte others. Next is the Article 4, the teacher and the profession. So Section 1, every teacher shall actively help ensure that teaching is the noblest profession and shall manifest genuine enthusiasm and pride in teaching as a noble calling. Section 2. Every teacher shall uphold the highest possible standards of the quality education, shall make the best preparation for the career of teaching, and shall not be as it best on all times in the practice of his profession. Section 3. Every teacher shall participate in the continuing professional education. Yes, or the yes, continuing professional education program of the Professional Regulation Commission, and shall pursue such other studies as well, improve his efficiency, enhance the prestige of the profession, and strengthen his competence, virtues, and productivity in order to be nationally and internationally. Next is the Section 4. Every teacher shall help, if duly authorized, to seek support for the school, but shall not make improper misrepresentations through personal advertisements and other questionable means. Next is the Section 5. So every teacher shall use the teaching profession in a manner that makes it a dignified means for earning and decent living. Article 5, the teacher and the teaching community. Section 1, the teacher shall at all times be imbued. I don't know if it's the right pronunciation, but yes, be imbued with the spirit of professional loyalty, mutual confidence and faith in one another, self-sacrifice for the common good, and full cooperation with the colleagues when the best interest of the learners, the school, or the profession is at stake in any controversy. Teachers shall support one another. Section 2, a teacher is not entitled to claim for works, not of his own, and shall not be, I mean, and shall give due credit for the work of others which he may use. Section 3. Before leaving his position, a teacher shall organize and lead to his successor such records and other data as are necessary to carry on the work. Section 4. A teacher shall hold inviolate all confidential information concerning associates and the school, and shall not divulge to anyone documents which have not yet been officially released or remove records from the files without official permission. So section 5, it shall be, am I right? Is section 5? Yes, it's section 5. It shall be the responsibility of every teacher to seek correctives for what may appear to be an unprofessional and unethical conduct of any associate. This may be done only if there is incontrovertible evidence for such conduct. So section 6, a teacher may submit to the proper authorities any justifiable criticism against an associate, preferable in writing without violating any rights of the individual concerned. So section 7, a teacher may apply for a vacant position for which he is qualified, provided that he respect the system of the selection and the basis of competence. Merit and competence provide that further that all qualified candidates are given the opportunity to be considered. Article 6. Yes. The teacher and higher authorities in the Philippines. Section 1. A teacher shall make it his duty to make an honest effort to understand and support the legitimate policies of the school and the administration, regardless of personal feelings or private opinion, and shall faithfully carry them out. Next is section 2. A teacher shall not make any false accusation or charges against superiors, especially under anonymity. However, if there are valid charges, he should present such under oath to competent authority. Section 3. A teacher shall transact all official business through channels except when special conditions warrant a different procedure, such as when reforms are advocated but are opposed by the immediate superior, in which case the teacher shall appeal directly to the appropriate higher authority. Section 4. A teacher individually or as part of a group has a right to seek redress against injustice and discrimination, and to the extent possible shall raise his grievances within democratic processes. In doing so, he shall avoid jeopardizing the interest and welfare of learners whose right to learn must be respected. Section 5. A teacher has a right to invoke the principle that appointments, promotions, and transfers of teachers are made only on the basis of merit, and need in the interest of the service. Next is section 6. A teacher who accepts a position assumes a contra- con- contractual contractual obligations to live up to his contract, assuming full knowledge of employment terms and conditions. Next is the Article 7, or school officials, teachers, and other personnel. Yeah, and other personnel. And Section 1, school officials shall at all times show professional courtesy, helpfulness, and sympathy towards teachers, other personnel, such as practices being standards of effective school supervision, dignified administration, responsible leadership, and in an enlightened direction. And the next is section 2. School officials, teachers, and other school personnel shall consider it their cooperative responsibility to um, formulate policies or introduce important changes in the system at all levels. Next is section 3. School officials shall encourage and attend to the professional growth of all teachers. Yes, the professional growth of all teachers under them, such as recommending them for promotion, giving them due recognition and meritorious performance, and allowing them to participate in conferences and training programs. Section 4, no school official shall dismiss or recommend for dismissal a teacher or other subordinates except for cause. So next is we have section 5. Oh, okay. Section 5. School authorities concerned shall ensure that public school teachers are employed in accordance with the pertinent civil service rules, and private school teachers are issued contracts specifying the terms and the conditions of their works, provided that they are given, if qualified, subsequent permanent tenure in accordance with the existing laws, and provide therefore that they are duly registered and licensed professional teachers. Next, we have the Article 8, the teacher and learners. Section 1, a teacher has the right and duty to determine the academic marks and the promotion of learners in the subject or grades they handle. Such determination shall be in accordance with the generally accepted procedures of the evaluation and measurement. In the case of any complaint, teacher concerned shall immediately take appropriate action, observing due process. Section 2, a teacher shall recognize the and welfare of learners are his first and foremost concern, and shall handle each learner justly and impartially. And Section 3, under no circumstances shall a teacher be prejudiced nor discriminatory against any learner. Then, Section 4, a teacher shall not accept favors or gift from learners, their parents, or other in their in in the behalf in the behalf in behalf of exchange for requested concessions, especially if underserved. Section 5, a teacher shall not accept directly or indirectly any remuneration from tutorials other than what is authorized for such service. Next is the section 6. A teacher shall base the evaluation of the learner's work only in the merit and the quality of the academic performance. And the section 7, in a situation where mutual attraction and subsequent love develop between the teacher and the learner. So the teacher shall exercise utmost professional discretion to avoid scandal, gossip, and preferential treatment of the learner. And we have the section 8. A teacher shall not inflict corporal punishment on the offending learners, nor make a deduction for their scholastic ratings as a punishment for acts which are clearly not manifestation of poor scholarship. The section 9, a teacher shall ensure that conditions contributive to the maximum development of learners are adequate and shall extend needed assistance in preventing or solving learners' problems and difficulties. Next is we have now the Article 11, the teacher. Article 9, the teacher and the parents. Section 1, a teacher shall establish and maintain cordial relations with parents and shall conduct himself to merit their confidence and respect. Ooh, I'm only 10%. Okay, now let's proceed. Section 2, a teacher shall inform parents through proper authorities of the progress or deficiencies of the learners under him, exercising utmost candor and tact in pointing out learners' deficiency and in seeking parents' cooperation for the proper guidance and improvement of learners. I'm low bat already, but it's okay. Section 3, a teacher shall hear parents' complaints with the sympathy and the understanding and shall discourage unfair criticism. And we have the Article 10, the teacher and business. Section 1, a teacher has a right to engage directly or indirectly in legitimate income generation, provided that it does not relate to the adversely affect his work. Section 2, a teacher shall maintain a good reputation with respect to the financial matters, such as in the settlement of his debt, loans, and other financial affairs. Section 3, no teacher shall act directly or indirectly as agents of or be financially interested in any commercial venture which furnish textbooks and other school commodities in the purchase and disposal of which he can exercise official influence, except only when his assignment is inherently related to such purchase and disposal, provided that such shall be in the accordance with the existing regulations. And we have now in the Article 11, so this is the teacher as a person. So Section 1, a teacher shall live with dignity in all places at all times. And section 2 is a teacher shall place a premium upon self-respect and the self-discipline as the principles of personal behavior in all relationships with the others and in all situations. And the section 3, a teacher shall maintain at all times a dignified personality which could serve as a model worthy of emulation by learners, peers, and others. In section 4, a teacher shall always recognize the Almighty God or being as guide of his own destiny and of the destinies of men and nations. And lastly, we are in the Article 12, disciplinary action, section 1. Any violation of any provision of this code shall be the provision ground of the imposition against the erring teacher of the disciplinary action, consisting of revocation of his certificate of registration and license as the professional teacher, suspension from the practice of the teaching profession, reprimand or the cancellation of his temporary or special permit under causes specified in Sec 23, Article 3 or the RA number 7836 and under Rule 31, Article 8 of the rules and the regulation implementing RA or the Republic Act number 7836. So that's how everything ends. So thank you everyone. Low but I'm low but already.